Lamar's the guy. He's fucking unstoppable. He's in a go-get-a-bag year, which he was in last year. He might get franchise tagged a couple times. But the reason why we think he has to be paid, not only because he's already won the MVP and won a playoff game and has been, all of these incredible things on the football field that have made a lot of fans of the Baltimore Ravens that would have never been fans of the Baltimore Ravens in the past. They see these clips, they see these highlights, they see the way Lamar operates, and they're like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to be a fan of the Baltimore Ravens because I'm a fan of Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson has already done that just on his rookie contract, all these things that we just mentioned right there. But off the field, the motherfucker's been perfect. In the community, the only questionable things that he's done is he almost ran into a jet ski, on a beach, which can't have it. Lamar can't have it, okay? But maybe that was him trying to avoid contact like he does during the game. So maybe that's part of his training.
Could be.
And I guess he did some one-on-ones and flip-flops, and that people got really pissed off about that.
Yep.
But other than that, the dude is perfect off the field. He is a role model, a mentor to everybody. In this moment between he and Landon, who is going through a heart condition of some sort, and Landon obviously surprised by getting the opportunity to see and meet Lamar. This kid's crying his fucking eyes out. You think this happens with a lot of people? No. Lamar has impacted his community. Lamar has been a playmaker on the field. Pay this man his damn money already, Baltimore.
Cheapskates. I really don't know what they're waiting on. I mean, it's not going to happen before the end of the season now, but if I'm him too, I mean, I guess there's always that number that no matter what, if they give him that number, he's going to re-sign. But if I were him, I'd be like, part of you's got to be like, fuck these guys.
I don't know how he isn't already like that.
Yeah. Especially after the offer they offered him. Like that.
Yeah, they lowballed him.
The alleged offer, but it was, what, $135 million guaranteed?
$230 million is what Deshaun got in the same exact division.
And Kyler, even Kyler.
185, right? What was his?
Was he 65?
165?
Yeah, still, and he hasn't won anything.
Yeah, he's not even in the ballpark.
No.
I thought Lamar's actual offer was that.
185 or 165?
Well, they said, 135 was initially announced, and then someone said it was between 135 and 180.
But unless Lamar's leaking information, which I assume he isn't, we're only getting the Baltimore offer.
Right.
Who knows what the incentives were on that, how many years that was, when the guaranteed money is. Why do you think it is, AJ? What do you think that, because Lamar, he held up that sign the other day and said, pay Lamar's money or whatever, which I think everybody agrees upon except for whoever's making the decision with the pocketbook in Baltimore. Like, they go to an offer with him right now, and they're like, hey, here's 5 years, $250 million, or here's 6 years, $250 million guaranteed, or whatever, however they want to cook it so they can, salary cap game, cash over cap game, that thing. He would take that deal middle of the season, even though he said negotiations down, right? Or do you think that is the reason why they haven't got a deal done, AJ? What are your thoughts?
I mean, I would think if they came to him with the offer that he felt was right for him, he would absolutely accept it. But Lamar doesn't seem like the guy that it would turn on the team, though. He seems at least – how he looks like everything is on the up and up, and he seems to have a great relationship with everybody there. So if he is, he's hiding it well. If he is pissed at the team, but I don't think he is. They're gonna have to figure it out. They have to.
Instead, the Ravens offered Jackson an extension worth $250 million with $133 million guaranteed. That would have run through the 2027 season, according to ESPN. Asked whether or not he turned down $250 million from the Ravens after the Jets win, Jackson replied, "Fully guaranteed." Businessman. What a fucking answer.
It's got to be the sticking point.
Yes.
You gave 230 to Deshaun. It's not his fault, but you got to do business as business is being done. And obviously, I don't have the same off the field issues that Deshaun has. I'm a better player on the field. I mean, I've been on the field, and then these other guys who've gotten paid. So, 200. I mean, I've been saying 4 years, 200. But whatever north of 200, fully guaranteed, that's a sticking point. And in my opinion, I think it should be.
I think so, too. And I think everybody's on his side. This isn't normal.
Oh, yeah.
Normally, the public perception is like this greedy asshole. And I think there are some
side
people.
with the billionaires,
there's
usually.
probably people, some reason, always siding with the billionaires. You do not relate to the people that are paying the money at all. You relate to the person that came from nothing, is working their ass off. But after you leave, the team will still be there, is why the fans feel the way they feel. It's like they've been with the team since before you got there. And after, it's an interesting dynamic that always comes to a head during the CBA negotiation when the public perception is always like on the billionaire side. And I'm so confused. I grew up I'm a fan. Like, you could be me, like your kid could be me. Why are you siding none of it makes sense to me. But in this particular case, it feels like a majority of the people are on Lamar's side. Like, give Lamar his money. I don't know why, if you're Baltimore, if it's a babyface move to do so, and the guy is, I don't know why you wouldn't do it. I honestly don't have a clue why you wouldn't do it.
Especially when you look at that, it's like, I mean, from everything we've learned now too, which I think in years previous people haven't known this. It's like you see 250 million and you assume it's 250 million, like 133 million guaranteed
which is awesome money. Let's not get crazy. It's an insane amount of money to play football. We get it.
Absolutely, but that's not what he's worth.
Yeah, that's not.
He's worth well more than that, and the guys who are getting paid more than him haven't done what he's done on the field. Probably not, and then I don't even know. I mean, Deshaun especially, but like Kyler, I don't know how he is in the community. Like Lamar means everything to Baltimore. If they don't have him, if he's not their quarterback, I think the amount of fans you have and like that franchise, like it drastically changes. And if it is 250 million, you guys would know much better. Like, what are the realistic chances that he ever has of making $250 million off that contract?
Oh, no chance.
Never.
Yeah,
Never.
Those
not going to happen.
escalators, probably not.
Yeah.
Probably Pro Bowl, Super Bowl,
Right.
Pro Bowl, Super Bowl.
Don't miss any games.
Yeah, percentage of completions, like the amount of incentives you put in there. But nonetheless, it's not his fault. The Cleveland Browns set the precedent on what the NFL is. And if you look at the amount of money that he is worth and has brought to the Baltimore Ravens organization, let alone on the field, off the field, I think keep fighting the fight, Lamar.
Yeah,
Hope they
Keep
pay
going,
you.
Lamar.